Hey up everyone, it's Al here from Danumblades. Sorry I've been a bit mysterious for not putting many videos out, but it's been a bit hectic for the start of this year. I had a couple of shows that I needed to get some stock all sorted out for, but hopefully I can steady down a little bit and maybe get a couple of videos out. In this one, I've got my brand new piece of kit. So I've bought myself a laser engraver. It was a plan that if everything went well at the stocking show and I got enough money in, it was one thing that I wanted to get. The idea was to try and sort of get a few more jobs a little bit more in-house without having to travel about a bit and a bit of additional expense. But got me sent this piece of kit and I thought I'd put basically show you how it gets on. So next thing is I've I've made myself for once a Muntjac stalker, or Muntjac catcher rather. Don't often make myself knives, it's usually for everybody else, but I thought no, I fancy one myself, so I'm going to make one. This one is out of RWL 34 2.5mm steel, which I think is going to be sort of like a thickness of steel that I'm going to go for these knives. Now, one of the added advantages of sorting out myself a different way of marking my logos onto my blade was to be able to do basically flat grinds. Beforehand, I had to do a Scandinavian grind on the blade and stamp my logo in, but now I've got the engraver or the laser marker. I can put my own logos onto the flat grind without having to take them somewhere else, because I never really got into doing the electro etching side of marking blades. So this one, again, like I say, it's the 2.5mm RWL 34, black and red G10 liners and some stabilised maple burl handles, brass pins, and it's going to have a hybrid sheath for it as well. No expense spared there. So what I want to do for and added a little bit of detail is I'm going to put my Muntjac logo that I've got as a stamp on the outside of the sheath actually onto the blade as well. So with that, I think I'll show you how it gets on. I've already got my logo added to the blade itself. This side, it was already done before the handle material put on, so it's got a slightly deeper etch on this side. On this side, it's going to have a slightly lighter etch, but it still should have a black mark on it. Because it's my own knife, I'll be able to see how well it lasts and if it either gets rubs off or if it marks or anything like that. It shouldn't do, because it's eating into the top layer of the steel. But like I say, because it's my knife, I'll be able to see how well it gets on. Next thing I want to do is just put a bit of tape on this side to protect the blade and then get it onto the engraver itself. Right, I've got my knife set up. I've got the blade laying flat on the top of a 321 block, just propped up the opposite side of the handle. I've got the focal length set up, so the lens at the top here needs to be 31.6 centimetres away from the blade. You can see where the outline of the logo is going to be on the blade. I've swapped over to the other camera so you should be able to see that a little bit easier. I need my funky specs with the green lenses. Stop me burning my eyes out with the laser. Best stick those on. Right, then going back to the computer, I'm going to stop the light going, move down to the bottom corner here where it says mark, and as soon as I press that, it'll start going. Make sure I've got my glasses on, and here we go. There we go, and it's all marked up. Right, let's get a closer look and see what it's like. Just turn this off. There we go. That's the actual unit down here that's powering up. Just put my cap back on, keep the dust off the lens, and there we go. Blade's done. I'm quite impressed with the mark itself, to be honest. I'll just check my details here. The height is 5mm. Well, it's probably a bit taller than 5mm, to be totally honest. Maybe about 6 or 7. But the detail on it, I'm really impressed with. Now, like I say, it's not going to rub off anyway. No. And it's on there. Should be on for life. The idea for getting another thing for sorting out with a laser engraver is that I can put initials on blades and what have you, which I've always had to outsourced beforehand, but hopefully I can sort them out myself. But yeah, my little detail on my knife. Hopefully this will get sorted out. I'll be out on Robux very shortly. And if I get an invite for Muntjac, I'll be out on them as well. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. If you are interested in getting a knife made up and having your own little bit of detail added to it, just get in touch. Other than that, guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you later.